What's going on, guys? So we've got third place store champs Alex Neal. This man was rocking the green cooler. This deck was awesome. So we played it Beyond today. This deck's really good, man. Explain to people what it does if they don't know at home.
If anyone doesn't know what it does, it's you can basically take a life and draw a card on the front, or you can take a life and play a one-cost unison, one specified unison. It's very good. Typically, turn 1-2, you'll be playing the unison, and from there on, you'll just be drawing 2.
Yeah.
Very, very good leader. And on the back, he gets this amazing ability to activate battle to combo with unisons, basically, on your leader and other unison cards. Green unison cards. So don't try and combo on a stolen blue unison.
But no, really good leader. Very aggressive. Like, it's aggressive hand destruction, it's aggressive, like, just unison spam, like, you're swinging 15k, it's crazy.
So round 4 today, I played GT, and I managed to swing the spaceship 3 times turn 1.
Yep.
And then swung it 5 times turn 2.
It's insane.
And cleared the one that he started with, and his replacement one.
Yeah.
And it was game over right there.
Absolutely insane.
Generated a lot of aggro here.
Awesome. Alright, let's get into the deck, man. So
we'll start with probably your most important turn 1 play.
Yep.
This is the one you kind of always want to start with, and you're happy to leave this out when you're at like 6 or 7 life. Allows you to awaken really fast to give your opponent no option other than to let you take life.
Yep.
Becomes a 15k attacker. Never used the -3 all day. Basically came down for 1, swung for 15 and got replaced. But very good unison.
It's a very unusual way, hey, like replacing unisons so quickly when we're so used to like holding on to them for so long.
It's strange. You're used to being like a bit precious with your unisons. This one, you use them up, swing it, throw it in, get another one.
Yeah, exactly. All right, cool. So we got 4 of this bad boy.
4 of this bad boy. 4 of the Salza, which is basically a charismatic villain. Kills 7 or less if it enters with 3 or more markers, which is very easy because it has Empower 2. Very, very good card. Also +1 to become a relevant 15k attacker. Just solid. Definitely play it.
Definitely.
I think the next 2 are potentially the controversial choices. Dore, I am playing it at 4. A lot of people have been cutting this completely or trimming it right down to like 2. I really like this card. It's your only unison that will actually just draw your card on its own with its auto effect to go get a 1-drop cooler, which is coming up later. As well as it being a relevant attacker. It's what this deck wants to do, and it's very good. I wouldn't play this deck without it.
Yeah, for sure.
This next one's just a 2-of. I was really just trying it for the day, is the knees. It was nice to have like an actual hard negate in the deck, which is what I really use this card for. It was okay. It was a little bit take it or leave it, to be honest. It was fine. I'll probably leave it.
Yeah. Is it just a unison count kind of thing? Like it's worth just having it for the count, or not really?
Having extra unisons doesn't hurt because you can combo them.
Yep.
And like I say, it's having a hard negate and being able to abuse your leader's auto to play a unison on your opponent's turn to get that replacement auto where you draw a card.
Yeah.
This guy makes it really easy. 1 cost, negate an attack, potentially shut another card down and draw a card. It is very good, but very situational. There should be no argument or dispute here.
Definitely not.
This is your best 1-cost unison by a country mile. It has Empower 3 instead of Empower 2 like all the rest. So it enters with 4 markers most of the time. Makes your opponent discard a card and become +1 to become a 20k attacker.
Yeah.
This guy is just a beast. You want to drop this every turn if you can. Just play one of these every turn all the way till the game ends. You're probably doing fine.
Yeah.
This next card, 3 of. This is your boss monster. This is how you'd win probably 90% of your games. Going for the -4 to give this guy triple strike. This is how you close. It's also a fantastic board wipe with the auto, which comes in very handy because a lot of your other removal stops at 7 cost, whereas this can clean everything up. It doesn't ignore barrier, but it's still plenty good enough. So that is the entire Unison package there, done.
Which seems really huge. Like when
Yeah.
you look at it compared to other
so many
decks,
Unisons.
it's like that and Dripku.
Yeah.
It's huge.
But I get to combo with them, which means I'm
is
better than Dripku.
really nice, right?
Alright, 4 Paragus. We can just skip past this. Best green super combo there is.
For sure.
Dodoria, this card was actually really good all day. If you've got a green Unison card in play, you can counterplay a 2 or less, and then play this card out. It was really good for stopping Floodgates and the 18 that Gamma plays. It's
Yep.
a blocker.
Yep.
Was just very handy. Definitely, if you are so inclined to not run it in the main, you definitely have this in the board. This is the 1-drop cooler I was talking about. We run 3 of it. This is the one that Dore can go and tutor from the deck.
Yep.
It searches top 5 for basically any Unison in your deck, and also has an auto when a Unison leaves your battle area. You can choose to take a life, and it becomes a 15k attacker for the turn. You don't have to take the life to gain that power boost either.
Yeah, cool.
It's just a very good card. Really nice play turn 2, and can allow you to put a lot of pressure on and race towards that self-awaken. We got a lot of 2-ofs coming up now. So the Spirit Bomb Unleashed Goku. He played up for 1 energy and Spirit Boost X as an activate main. If you Spirit Boost 2 or more markers, you gain 5k for every marker and double strike. Just a phenomenal way to close the game for 1 energy.
For sure.
This card and the next card have serve very similar purposes in the deck. Next card being the cooler.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just going to move it back just because it's glaring a little bit.
Alright, sorry.
That's it.
The permanent on this one becomes cheaper for every Unison you have in your drop area. So this guy most of the time is a 1-drop 20k double strike. Has a fantastic auto where you can put a Unison from your drop area to the bottom of your deck and make your opponent discard a card.
Huge.
It's great. 1 energy does everything you want.
Yep.
We might do these the other way around. 4 charismatic villain. You're playing green. This does exactly
Always
what
got a
you want.
Unison on board as well. Like,
always got a Unison. You have
Yep.
this live turn 1, turn 2.
Yep.
You're gonna play it. And this card pairs perfectly with the next 2 of that we're on, which is the Fuse the Master. Again, helps with that hand control side that this deck can lean into, and also just a really solid attacker to just grind those longer games out.
Yeah.
The secret rare we're running is the Majin Buu Kabitokai. This card was just hilarious all day. Put in so much work. They activate main and battle just to say no more battle cards can attack.
Yeah.
And then Spirit Boost 2, steal your opponent's Unison.
Huge.
It's so good. So most of the time, for 2 energy, you're getting a 40k double strike. You're stealing your opponent's Unison, and then because your green Unison leaves, you get to draw a card as well.
Perfect.
It's just incredibly good.
Because you stole a Boo today, didn't you?
I stole a Boo. I stole 17, 18
Yep.
from Gamma.
Yep.
Stole lots of good
Just-
stuff.
yeah, it's-
Would have stolen the spaceship from GT, but managed to actually just attack that off the board.
It does hurt when you lose Unisons as well, hey?
Especially if you're leaning on it for like a dormant potential or your counterplay trunks or whatever, and just taking that Unison away removes so many options.
For sure.
On
Alright.
defense.
1 Champer.
Double strike Champer.
Have to.
Don't leave home without it. Don't leave home without
That's it. It's such a good card.
Put it on leader, put it on Unison, very safe.
Yeah.
It's almost the safest deck to run this card in because everything is very hard to interact with.
Yeah. Now, how'd you like this card?
Overall of choice was the Vegeta SS4. Started with Toa. This is so much better. So much better. This doesn't trigger Dabura if your opponent sideboards into it because it goes from hand to warp.
Yep.
It's a 30k attacker, costs no energy. It is just... There's no comparison in my mind. This does everything Toa does, but just applies so much more pressure.
Yeah, and as you said, it's so easy to get to Overwhelm 6,
Overwhelm
right?
6 is easy. You're putting 2 or 3 Unisons a turn in there. Overwhelm 6 is not an issue at all.
Very, very easy. That's awesome.
Great Overwhelm to run.
And extras?
Yeah, now we're into the extra cards. Didn't love this today.
Yeah.
This really is a flex spot. These could be removed entirely, because we're running this at 52 today. So these could be taken entirely or replaced with something else. Didn't like it. It came up a couple times and was okay.
Yeah.
But a lot of the time, I looked at my hand and went, that's a bit clunky, and charged it or threw it to a Paragus super combo. Here's some defensive cards here. We ran 3 Dormant Potential.
Yep.
I don't think this card needs much explaining at this point.
You need it. If you
It's
want to
really
stall
good.
games, you need it sometimes.
Yeah.
Yep.
The reason we're not running 4, I got asked a lot today, is we can KO so many cards with our Unisons, with our Charismatics, that your opponent getting a really wide field doesn't happen all that often.
Yeah.
So you don't need 4 of this. And we also ran 3 Homicidal Clones. Really good at stopping those 8 costs and above that we can't actually just KO. Just having a way to stall it for a turn, until we've got some more energy up
Yeah.
to be able to interact with it a little bit cleaner.
For sure.
The card was very good.
For sure.
Like it at 3.
For sure. All right. Into the sideboard now,
To
eh?
the side, So we started with 2 Focus Breakthrough.
Yep.
Again, this shuts down a lot of the floodgates. Really punishing against Gamma. When they try and play their cards out of energy, if you actually counterplay them, they don't get to put that energy back.
Yep.
Sorry. Which is very funny. It didn't come up, but I did sideboard them in. Didn't see it though. Blue Impulse. A very good card, very easy to be 1 cost in this deck. Didn't actually ever sideboard this in.
Yeah.
Didn't find a need.
It's good against like floodgate decks, right?
Yeah.
Like that's when it's good. When you know people are going to play floodgates, they go wide. It's like you can just clear the board with it if you need to. But
Yeah.
it's your Freezer Unison does
Freezing
that
Unison does
quite
the
a
same
bit.
thing. And
Yeah.
honestly, I just didn't need to sideboard this in.
Yep.
Would probably swap this out for something else.
Yep, that's fair.
2 Koitsukai. Koitsukai was quite good. I think I only drew it once, and I went for game that turn anyway without actually having to get
it.
this in the drop and activate it.
Yep,
But I was happy to have it in the deck.
For
It
sure.
was definitely a good inclusion.
for sure. Would you replace maybe the cells with the Coits or not?
For main, no.
Nah.
I wouldn't. Having 4 black cards as well as the Champa,
Yep.
you don't want to end up with like 2 or 3 of those in hand.
Yeah,
It makes
fair
it very
enough.
awkward.
Fair enough.
I thought blue was going to be kind of everywhere today, so I had these in the deck, and I sideboarded them in, but I ended up just comboing it off. I didn't need it.
Didn't need it.
By the time I got to the point where I thought they might have needed a Dimension Magic,
Yeah.
the energy was committed for other things, and this just became combo.
Yeah.
Majin Buu Floodgate. I brought this in against GT to stop the 8-drop from triple attacking me.
Yep.
Again, I ended up just killing that with the 3-drop Freezer Unison, so I didn't need this. And this was good, but yeah, again, didn't actually need to cast it at all today.
Yep. So your side sounds like it was pretty useless today.
I mean, Focus Breakthrough was the best card on the
Yeah,
side.
yeah.
I brought this in so many matches, but just didn't see it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Jaburo for the hand destruction deck.
Yeah, mirror
potentially the mirror.
matches, cell, yep.
Didn't verse any of that, so didn't have to sideboard this in. And to Vegeta Agent of Destruction Unison. This is mainly in here for the Trunks Cheetah deck.
Yeah.
Didn't get paired to it, so didn't really need to bring it in.
Perfect.
Considered bringing it in against blue
Just for extra aggression.
to stop the 6-drop Deadly Defender card.
Oh,
as
yep.
barrier.
Yep.
But then I decided my Unisons can swing around that anyway, so I don't care.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Awesome.
Yeah.
There we go, guys. Before we get going, man, any shout outs?
Yeah, just a shout out to our subscribers and our sponsor, Team Card Titan, and all the boys and everyone that turned out today and made it a great event.
Yeah, awesome. There we go, guys. So if you guys like this content, please remember to subscribe, hit that bell to stay notified, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Cheers.